hot boy click. Iced out teeth on the iced out whip with the limousine tints. You can suck my dick. Press switch up when you in the bench truck. Always wanna fuck, tell the bitch good luck. Always wanna fuck cause it just came up. Drugs in my nose, good drugs in my cup. I don't wanna wait now, but I know you gon' make me. Who you wanna hate now? Pretty soon you gonna hate me.
Golf boy clip.
Get into the cake now. All the hate don't faze me. All the money that I make now, I'll never let it change me. I don't wanna wait now, but I know you gon' make me. Who you wanna hate now? Pretty soon you gonna hate me. Get into the cake now. All the hate don't faze me. All the money that I make now.
I'm curious to see who's going to step up to the challenge here, though.
As am I, trap or otherwise, the aesthetic crippler, well-versed in a fight of any kind. Kevin Blackwood with the gray here, always switching it up here on us. Blackwood's got something to say.
There's a big chance we got here from Buffalo. I left my entire life, I packed it in a car, and I drove across the entire country to come here, and that could have been the end of Kevin Blackwood, the wrestler. But instead, I made Los Angeles my new home. I took the name Kevin Blackwood and took it from a name that had potential to a name that wrestlers should fear. And now, I am the gatekeeper of violence and suffering on the West Coast. And I'm here tonight, I'm opening the gate, and I'm standing directly in the path of anyone who wants to walk through and try to make a name in VxS. So please, bring me my opponent.
How about the confidence of Kevin Blackwood saying, I want anyone here tonight?
Let's see who it's going to be.
Giving someone a chance here. Kevin Blackwood, of course, knows what it's like. Oh my God, that's Gabe Skye.
Oh, man. A very worthy competitor here.
Certainly no strangers to fans of violence and suffering. We've seen him in the ring with the likes of Lucky 13, Ken Broadway, Jordan Oliver, Facade, KC Novato, Grim, Reefer, Dr. Redacted, Yo-Ya, Jackson Drake, Jason Kincaid, Vinny Pacifico, amongst many others. But Gabe Skye is not a West Coast native. What's he doing here?
Gabriel Skye, back home. They call me strong spirit. You say that you're the gatekeeper of VxS on the West Coast? Well, I'm the gatekeeper of VxS out on the East Coast. And I said we fight that gatekeeper position right now.
You heard it here, East versus West.
Wow.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah, brand warfare, territorial supremacy. The strong spirit here, and Horse, look at the intensity in the gaze, the fiery gaze of Gabe Skye here. This means so much to him here tonight. Has not taken his eyes off Kevin Blackwood since he stepped through that curtain.
Absolutely, he's focused, and he's got to be for this matchup.
Well, I mean, let's call it like we see it. Kevin Blackwood, one of the premier competitors, not just in California, not just on the West Coast, not just in independent wrestling, but in all of professional wrestling. Wars against the likes of Minoru Suzuki, Frankie Kazarian, just to name a few here. This, truly in my eyes, has been the year of Kevin Blackwood, and showing why against Gabe Skye.
Absolutely. Kevin Blackwood, very technically sound.
Very technically sound, but not afraid to strike with the best of them here. He's not called the aesthetic crippler for no reason, but it's Gabe Skye with a flurry right at the top here. Able to get out of that submission maneuver off the top rope.
Whoa.
Catches him in a hurricanrana.
Very nice.
And it's been all Gabe Skye here. Gabe Skye to the skies.
Whoa.
Oh, psyched him out. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Gorgeous tope suicida. Roland Blackwood in the ring, of course, that's the only place you can get the 1, 2, 3 in a Trap Fight Invitational. Wow. Gabe Skye off the top rope there. Caught Blackwood in the pinfall, but only a 2 count. And I gotta be honest, so far this is looking all Gabe Skye. I'd say Blackwood is the clear favorite, a much more established face, both in VxS and in the wrestling zeitgeist as a whole, but Gabe Skye in full control in the onset here.
Absolutely.
And do you think that's maybe because, I don't know, Gabe Skye knew what he was going into? I mean, Gabe Skye, not a West Coaster. Gabe Skye had to buy a plane ticket here tonight. Yeah. Gabe Skye knew that he was heading into this match against Kevin Blackwood. Blackwood had no idea he was heading into a match with Gabe Skye.
Yep, he was completely in the dark, had no idea who was going to come out from those curtains, so...
Blackwood, no stranger to the dark here, and I'm not just talking about his entirely tattooed black arm here. This guy embraces a dark side, and you're seeing some of it here, welcoming these chops and returning with a kick of his own. No wasted motion here from Kevin Blackwood. Just got him in the corner here.
Oh, that had to hurt, Jordan.
Kevin Blackwood, one of the most effective strikers I have ever seen. The crispness of those knife-edge chops. Unparalleled.
That was nasty, Jordan.
And that's the thing, Gabe Skye starting things off hot like a house of fire, but it only takes a momentary lapse in judgment for Kevin Blackwood to be back in full control, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Methodically chopping down the tree that is Gabe Skye. But Gabe Skye maybe has his number! Foot stomp here! Of course, usually uses the foot stomp from the top rope as a finishing maneuver, and so does Gabe Skye with the aptly named Skyfall. Only a 2 count there.
Can't believe he kicked out, you know, he must have lost all his wind with that stomp.
But that's the thing about Gabe Skye, he's so used to using a double stomp like that, he probably knows what it feels like. He knows how to best recuperate.
He knows how to take that move.
If you know how to give a move, you gotta know how to take a move.
Absolutely.
And speaking of giving moves, Gabe Skye takes Kevin Blackwood down with a chop. But Blackwood, is that a smile I saw across the face of the aesthetic crippler? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Blackwood saying effing kick me, and Gabe Skye saying, buddy, be careful what you wish for.
Oh my. These rapid fire chops, though.
Just when I think Kevin Blackwood can't increase the pace anymore, he keeps him going faster and harder. And sends Gabe Skye down with a back suplex. Skye in a world of hurt right about now. Shades of the Blackpool Combat Club here with those elbows right to the chest of Gabe Skye and cinching in that submission maneuver.
Now Blackwood's just stretching him out.
Yeah, stretching the ever-loving life out of Gabe Skye. I'm not sure I'm looking at Gabe Skye or a tub of Play-Doh right about now. And you gotta think, I mean, all love and respect to Gabe Skye in the world. One of my absolute favorite up-and-comers, East Coast, West Coast, it doesn't matter, but maybe a little in over his head here tonight against Blackwood.
Absolutely. He definitely has to stay on top of Blackwood here.
Not staying on top of him now, or maybe I spoke too soon. Blackwood kicked to that, but Gabe Skye looking
caught
for an aerial bulldog. But caught in midair is right, sending careening down to that mat. And Blackwood, arm down, goes for the cover, only 2. And look at the pain etched across the face of Gabe Skye here, horse.
Looks like he's trying to get away, maybe take out those legs.
Yeah, you can try all you want, but when you're in there with Kevin Blackwood, it only goes so far. Blackwood just knows how to wear an opponent down so methodically here. Look at Gabe Skye trying to get the suplex position cinched in here. And these guys, neither one of them can get a hold on one another, literally and figuratively. I talk about often sounding like a broken record. This thing was looking like a broken record there for a second. But those clubbing blows by Blackwood stopped that motion dead in its track.
Finally.
Deadlift German suplex by Gabe Skye. Blackwood spiked directly on his neck.
Beautifully done.
Gabe Skye able to get up, but it might not matter. Catches Blackwood with another big missile drop kick, kipping up and firing up here. Kick right to the face of Blackwood. Gabe Skye in firm control. Northern Lights suplex there. But he's not done, Horse.
Blackwood almost touching the ceiling there.
Modified chronic crush. But it's not enough there for Gabe Skye. Only a 2 count, and he looks absolutely flabbergasted at that.
It's got to be frustrating to, hit all these moves and
these
still
moves that have put away countless opponents in the past.
Yeah, and still only get a 2 count on top of that.
This might not be a 2 count here. Gabe Skye maybe thinking Sky fall. But Blackwood able to get her dodge here. And listen to the ferocity of that forearm here. Gabe Skye wants this. No. Gabe Skye needs this so badly here. Think, people, about what a victory against an opponent the caliber of Kevin Blackwood would mean for Gabe Skye. Blackwood here back in control, striking shots, taking Gabe Skye down. Blackwood all business here. He's letting the charade go on for a little too long here.
Kick his ass, Blackwood!
Gabe Skye moonsault out of the way. It's not too often you see that. Favoring that leg, it looks like. And that might be the beginning of the end for Gabe Skye here, Horse.
Spoke too soon, Jordan.
I often do, my friend. Cracking knee right to the face of Kevin Blackwood there. But it didn't phase him enough. Taking Gabe Skye down once again. He's thinking Cloverleaf.
Yeah, I think he knows that leg's a little bit hurt right now, so he's taking advantage of it.
And look at the ring positioning of Kevin Blackwood. What a smart, cerebral wrestler he is. Gabe Skye has nowhere to go in the center of the ring. Try as he might to inch towards those ropes.
He's so close. There we go.
He reaches it.
Blackwood's going to hold it a little longer.
Well, you said it yourself earlier on. I believe it was during Starboy Charlie versus Arez. You got to hold those submission maneuvers in as long as you can. You got a 5 count. Hold them in for 4.9 seconds if you need to.
Absolutely. 4.99999.
Repeating, my friend.
Absolutely. Take advantage of everything you can.
Gabe Skye taking advantage of a momentary distraction by Kevin Blackwood there. Blackwood just so deliberate. Every single one of his strikes is so calculated, so well thought out here.
Everything has its purpose, Jordan.
Compare that to Gabe Skye, a much more emotional wrestler, a much more flies by the seat of his pants, or shall I say, trunks wrestler here. Both apt strategies will be interesting to see which one pays off here. Currently the kicks directly to the quads of Gabe Skye from Kevin Blackwood, and those forearms right to the neck, paying off here. Gabe Skye ducks the kick, sends Kevin Blackwood down neck first once again, and Skye is feeling it. But a knee stops him dead in his tracks. Blackwood here cracking forearm. Drives him down. White noise for Gabe Skye.
Blackwood looks a little confused.
I'm a little confused, Taurus. I'll tell you that much right about now. Kevin Blackwood's got to be thinking, what on earth do I have to do to put this kid, Gabe Skye, away? I've hit him with so much. Let me ask you, Horse. I've told you about it from my perspective.
Yeah.
But I want to hear it from yours. What would a victory for Gabe Skye against an opponent of the caliber of Kevin Blackwood mean?
Oh, it would mean a lot to Gabe Skye, considering, he's a lot more well-known on the East Coast.
Yes.
And he's really looking to make his mark here on the West side of things.
Well, we had Coast to Coast just a couple months back. Kevin Blackwood competing on the West Coast version of that show, of course, defeating Cole Radrick and Jordan Cruz. Gabriel Skye competing on the East Coast version of that show against Jason Kincaid and Vinny Pacifico, but it doesn't matter who he's faced before. Currently being faced with the cracking chops of Kevin Blackwood. Gets out of dodge and hits one of his own onto the back. That's gotta hurt like the chimneys here.
Man.
And a super kick to boot. Jumping knee right to the face.
Wow.
With both arms hooked, spikes him on his neck yet again, but it's not enough.
Neither of these guys want to go down. Let's see Gabriel Skye going to the top, though.
Oh, thinking Skyfall here. But again, that injured leg paying dividends for Kevin Blackwood. He's got Gabe Skye down, and worse now, I think Blackwood's looking for a double foot stomp of his own.
Oh, right onto that leg.
Right onto the injured leg.
Already seen Gabriel Skye kind of favoring his other leg, kind of grabbing onto that one.
And after that, I don't see how Gabe Skye has any choice but to tap out. Clover leaf cinched in. Skye's got nowhere to go. Trying to fight through the pain.
He's got to power through. He's got to make it to the rope.
Yeah, but he just got double foot stomp onto that injured leg. How on earth is he supposed to do that, Horse?
Oh my
As the
God.
knee is drilled into the neck.
Oh my God! Gabriel Skye tapped out.
Had no choice.
Devastating loss for Gabriel Skye right there.
Devastating loss for Gabriel Skye. But you want to talk about victory and defeat. There are no moral victories here at Violence and Suffering. But I'd say that Gabriel Skye just proved a hell of a lot of the naysayers and the doubters wrong here. What a performance against the victorious Kevin Blackwood as the aesthetic crippler continues his dominance of the trap house.